Hello, one and all. So, there I am in the bottom left corner. That's me. Hello, right now, live. Hi, how you doing? And this is mad because I'm on Roll20 right now, talking to you, showing the video live function that's on there too. And you see how I'm using the phone to record my screen here. Um, and I want to talk about the finale to Mechatron. Huge spoiler, of course. We've got the Mechatron map, which one of my players very nicely stitched together for me as an image from the two parts that you get in the book. So we've got this, and then the final encounter, as it were, using Roll20's assets. I always planned to do this through Roll20, and I've just had to work out how to use Roll20 as a GM. And I can see that it was going to need tokens because it basically turns into like a battle between attackers and defenders. Defender robots and the attacker mutants and monsters and scrap robots as part of Terawatt that decide to attack. So I wanted those graphic assets to be able to get onto here. So I used my PDF copy of the Mechatron book and cut them out by using, on the Mac in this case, Shift Command 4, saved each one of them as a picture into a little folder, and then saved them all up here onto Roll20 as tokens, and then basically brought them all out onto Roll20, and I've placed them into what's known as the GM's layer. So there's three layers. You've got a map layer, then you've got the GM's layer, and you've got the tokens layer. So the GM's layer is basically a layer that some of these things become semi-transparent, and only the GM can see them, sort of thing, and the players can't. So they're kind of assets that are waiting there, waiting to be brought through to another layer. What layer are we on now? Because I've started by default. So we're on the objects and tokens layer. And I made a few changes to the map here. So I've just wrote on here no civ, no civ, and no civ, meaning these are the three quarters with no civilian robots in, because the civilian robots are going to fight back. And then I quickly put the stats for all civilian robots here as a map asset as well. So when the players turn up, they'll see the map as usual, maybe those extra written things. I don't mind about that. And I've wrote down here about the harbour defence and the stats for that, 3 and 6. And basically these are the units that are going to pop. And as the story goes on, I'll highlight and then pull them into the tokens layer, so they'll suddenly appear on the map. And if the players start, choosing sides, I can dish them out to whichever players to control and just let them play it like a tactical battle. That's what it can potentially turn into with its own rules, where they move into that quarter and these move into that quarter and they fight each other. And yeah, it's, that sort of Warhammer experience. And then the other thing I did here is up here, and you can see these are more assets waiting, and this is kind of partially a map layer at the moment. Is we've got the numbers 1 through to 12, and then I grabbed this as a token, downloaded it online, and I can move this for the players to show what round we're on of the battle for Mechatron 7. And there's a little reminder I wrote in that this is the round the scrap robots from Terawatt start. And then I've put in place the assets of reinforcements that Nodos can send, namely the Methuselah and the Avengers, and what rounds they turn up at in the military headquarters in number 2 here. Yeah, and these attackers are going to be attacking and trying to bring Mechatron 7 down, and the defenders are going to be trying to defend. And every time they, beat a district, that will lose stats by whatever's written in the district. So in the military headquarters, if that falls, then defense goes down 1d6, and so on, like that. And they'll try and take control of the whole map or whatever. And then there's all the other stuff that can happen narratively. So yeah, it's just really to show you that we're getting ready and in place to use this. Also, the party got sent out into the zone above, and I've made that a sort of nearby location, sort of opposite side of the water of where I intend to run Mutant, actually. But there's some sort of link up there, and things did get kind of crazy actually, because I took the Colossus, which is the 200-foot odd robot from the bestiary, and I added it as like a secret summon thing from a red button, because if the players see a red button, they're going to push it, right? And they summon this thing and then let it loose. They give it robot drugs and wake it up, and it's frightened and it goes crazy. So they got basically Liberty Prime wandering around England blasting shit. Yeah, they did that overground. But yeah, anyway, this is the finale map on Roll20. They did a load of other stuff, but that's pretty incredible. Right, I'll see you at the next one.